We are looking for Morel's mushrooms out in the woods right now. I've already got a solid amount, but I don't know if you can see that, but right there, let's see that angle. There's the one. Boom. There's actually, I think, another one right here. This one's a little smaller, but it's all right. Bam. So, holy shit, is that one? No, fuck. All right. I've been out here a good amount, just, you know, looking for mushrooms and fishing and all that good stuff. But recently, I watched this movie called Lost in Translation. It's kind of like a love story thing, but it really resonates with me and the position that I'm in right now. Oh shit, mushrooms, fuck. All right, I'll get back to that in a moment. There's that guy. There's this guy. And then I will harvest one of these. Bam. But back to what I was talking about. Basically, it's about like a washed up actor. The actor is who is it? Bill Murray. And he's going to Japan to like film a lot of advertisements, because it was kind of frowned upon back then to do that. It was kind of like your lowest of your low moments. But he ends up running into a girl who is, I think, Scarlett Johansson, and they kind of, it's odd. They have this very I don't it's not sexual really at all. It's very friendship-esque, but with like a lot of emotional beats for sure. Like, I would probably consider it emotional cheating, because he has a wife and she has a husband or whatever. But a lot of it's just like the loneliness and isolation that you feel there, and how they were able to connect with each other. And I don't know, it gave me a lot to think about. Look at these. I got all these beautiful flowers here. And it's weird, because that's kind of like a love story-esque kind of thing, but the loneliness aspect of it really has been hitting home, because a lot of the movie, it kind of feels like they're in a purgatory, almost like a purgatory state. And like right now, I'm not exactly working, because I'm actually moving to San Francisco. But right now, it's like I'm in love with what I'm doing and where I'm at, you know, like being in the woods and doing all this stuff. But it's really disheartening, because, you know, I'm leaving, you know, I will be gone. I mean, there's always a chance, and I mean, most likely I will be coming back up here, at least at one point in my life. But we actually just found another mushroom. There's this guy. You always want to look around when you're hunting for mushrooms like morels. They typically are one and more. Like, there's typically more than one around. But I think a lot of what I took from that was, you know, like, how do I say this? in a way that I want to. This place is beautiful, and it's like I feel like I'm destined to be here, but I also feel like there's more opportunity, and it's like it wasn't exactly meant to be. Like, if I stay, you know, I don't really know what would become of myself, and I feel like I resemble in a lot of ways. It's because, you know, like, they're both very, you know, far away from home, and it's only what is it, a finite amount of time, and that's just kind of what I've been at least feeling. I don't know, might be a little bit corny, but I guess I've never really had a problem with that. But yeah, definitely, if you like movies about loneliness, watch it. It's really fucking good. Like, I don't know, it puts you in a, it's not exactly a feel-good movie, obviously, but if you enjoy movies and don't exactly feel too sad about things, I definitely recommend it. But yeah, that's, I guess, what I've been feeling, and I don't know if that even logically makes sense, what I said. I might just be rambling, to be honest with you. But Scarlett Johansson is, let's say she is me, Bill Murray is Snora, and we love each other very much, but we know it won't last forever, you know? And so that, it's like I'm in purgatory with this place right now, which is, you know, it's all right. But I think that makes a lot more sense to my brain and comes out a lot easier. But yeah, yapping, how fun. It is a beautiful day today. Glad to be out. It's actually quite cold. The past few days I've come up here, it's been like kind of fucking awful hot, like burnt my arms and all that good stuff, but came up today and it has been quite frisky and quite how do I say it, windy. You know, I don't recommend coming out when it's windy, because I'm looking through dead trees, and you know, if those fall on you, it's not exactly looking good for you. But you know, I am an idiot, so who gives a shit? Yeah, so if you happen to be watching this for whatever reason, you really want to hunt for mushrooms, I will say that you need to, or you should, I recommend, because it's the law, that you go and get a permit. It was like $20 for, I think I could get like 2 gallons of mushrooms. And you know, obviously you don't have to, but I'd rather not get a ticket. I know at least up here where I'm at, most wardens aren't looking. God, just the other day, I was just swinging this fucking bag around like nobody's business. And I was on the side of the road, and I watch as a warden drives by, and he didn't even give me the fucking time of day. So it's really up to preference, but I don't know, I'm a fucking sucker for laws and shit like that. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm a square. But yeah, it can be pretty hard to spot them, especially when there's like a lot of debris. I honestly got this from my buddy Mateo. He said that he looks like kind of 2 feet out ish, because it's like once you start scanning like way out in front of you, things get just so much more overwhelming, and you end up not catching things that you would easily be catching if you just kept your head down. Like, obviously it's like, oh, like I'm so excited, like I want to get all these mushrooms and stuff like that, but you just got to keep it keep it straight. I often find my eyes wandering up, being like, I mean, obviously it's fine to look up, and you know, if you're going in a shitty direction and there's nothing, then you know, obviously fucking use your brain, I guess. I don't know, turn around, look around. But like when you're looking and you think you're in a good area, just keep your head down. Oh man, the worst thing that can happen is something like that. You know, from every angle, I swear, until you get right up close, it looks just like it. Kills me every time. Every time. I'm like, oh, it's so big, and then I look and it's nothing. All right, this will be a perfect time to, I guess, give you the general idea of what you're doing with these. So when you've got them like this, you want to cut off the stem. You don't want to take the whole thing out. You just cut a little bit off like that. You don't want to take the whole thing out, that's for sure. Why? I'm assuming so they can regrow. That's my best guess. This is my first year doing this, so yeah, that's my guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, you just want to cut them on the stem. People do this thing called raking. Oh, look at this, got another one. And also when you're harvesting and there's a lot, try to collect like maybe like 2/3 of what you've got or what is there. You know, over harvesting, you don't want to do that. It's bad. It's a no-no. It's not recommended. You know, I also like to do it, you know, just in case, just to give people like a chance and all that good stuff. I don't know. I doubt anyone's exactly walked where I've been walking, but on the off chance that they have, you know, if they see a little mushroom, I know they're going to be just excited as I was. Looks like we've got a little tiny bit of a hot spot around here. Also for the 2/3 thing, I'm pretty sure it's the law too. I mean, or at least it's like highly frowned upon. But I don't know, I'm not the game warden. He was actually a pretty cool guy. I actually ran into him, I think like 2 days ago. I actually recorded the interaction. I was gonna post it, but I was like, you know what? Why? Why? What is the point of this? So I decided against it. See, and like I've been harvesting like most of the things that I found, but like you can see him right there. That guy. He's so small. I mean, he's not like too small, but he's small enough. Like as of right now, I don't need to harvest him, so I won't. My luck today is pretty damn good. Got this guy right here. Chop him. Bam. And I'll sit on my knee for a second. This is the only time I'll get on my knees. I swear to it. And I'll look around. And I actually see 2 morels over there. But before that, oh, not my nuts. You know, if you see trash, pick that shit up, for the love of God. You know, bring a trash bag, you know. Like, I know you didn't do it. You're not the one who is causing the problem. And I know sometimes it may feel like you're incentivizing that behavior if you just pick it up for somebody else, but think of the environment. That's the best I've got for you. Oh yes. And we've got one right here. And when they're dry like this, you can harvest them. It's fine. Most likely, if you're getting a lot, you're gonna be dehydrating them yourself. So it's like, you know, they already started the process for you. So who cares? Unless they have like a bunch of bugs in them or something like that, then obviously you don't want that. Oh my God. There's more. Today's the day. I'll reach over there. Boom. Yeah, baby. This place has honestly been a hot spot. We got that big guy right there, or bigger, tiny. Let's see. Look at that. Boom. 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 I actually see another one in the distance. Oh shit, I see two. I just harvest one of those because I don't want to be too greedy. And then under this bush, actually. No, not your mother's bush. Here, let's see if I can get those. I'm just gonna harvest one of these guys. Oh, and there's a third right there, actually. You can barely see on my... Oh shit, there's two right there. Fuck, there's four over here. Cool. Congrats, guys. You almost hit away from me. Man, this may honestly be the best solo day I've had. I mean, this is the second one, so most likely, yes. But there's one. And then right over here, there's two more. This one, God, why? Look at this one's all fucked up and weird, dude. Look at that motherfucker. Yee. This guy's all dried out. I'll probably take this one that's not all creepy looking. You know, we'll dry them. We'll see how that goes. There's actually a little more, but I'm just gonna leave those guys because they're a little bit small. They should make harvesting and foraging, it's hypothetically, it sounds kind of cool, making it into a sport, but then I feel like it'd get overblown, you know, it'd get blown out real smooth like. All right, we got this guy, and then thought I saw something else, but I feel like it could be cool until everyone's like, oh dude, and then they start sportifying the area, you know, like there's events and there's too many people and all that good stuff, I guess bad stuff. Ooh, almost fell over. But hypothetically, you know, that'd be something I'd be down for in like a hypothetical stance, because it's like, you know, it's like hunting for crystals. I fucking kill for that shit. Yes, sorry I cuss like I do. And these morels are out in full today. There's this guy. Thought I saw another one. I in fact did. He was hiding under a branch. Oh yeah, how'd I spot that thing? Oh, there he is. Boom. And you want to make sure when you're looking, oh, it is starting to actually sprinkle a little bit. That's cool. Look under these branches, like right here, you know, or under this bush. Look under the bush whenever you can, whenever you're at the right angle for it, because they like to be in there too. I almost feel a little bad now. I wish that I showed how I got all these guys too. I woke up and I thought that I wasn't gonna do anything, and then I was like, yeah, you know, the longer I do that, the longer I'm just gonna put it off. Ooh, it is starting to actually rain now, but I see some fellas right here. Boom, boom. Gonna harvest. Can I call it harvesting? I don't know. I know it's foraging. No, I can call it harvesting. I guess you call the actual, the actual like going out foraging, and then when I start taking the mushrooms, that's harvesting. Yeah, I get it. I'm stupid. I get it. Man, look at this sap. Holy crap. Let me eat some of this. It's huge though. I mean, like, I guess here's my hand for scale. Oh. Looks like we've got another one here. Alright, I'd say that's a pretty hefty haul there. I think I'm gonna call it and then go fishing. But I actually, right as I said that, spotted this guy in the distance. You know, it feels like, you know, after a while, it's like when you first start, it's so like nerve-wracking to be like, oh, I'm probably walking over so many, and now it's like everything I see looks like a morel, and so I'm looking at everything like I'm less worried about it. Because one thing I would like to point out with these, so I've cut them all in half now, and you want to make sure you're always cutting your morels in half, because there are false morels. Everything that I have so far is fine, but you can tell because they're always hollow, and so this point right here, they're always hollow, even to the very end of the stem, obviously until it closes up, but it's very continuous, and they have a very deep, rigid honeycomb, very symmetrical typically. Whilst false morels, this will most likely be full with like kind of like white cottony, and they typically aren't connected all the way like this. Like, you know, the stem will be going through, and sometimes the false morels will be hanging. They look very different typically, the morels do, but just to always be sure, cut them in half.